welcome back to my channel. I hope that everyone is having a wonderful day. So before we get started in today's video, I just want to say this is going to be my most memorable and overall my favorite grocery haul ever. Yesterday I decided, you know what, it's Sunday, I'm going to be filming my meal prep, you know, my grocery haul, my meal prep and all that. A lot of you guys had said that you are recently vegan or vegetarian. Even if you're not either of those things, a lot of you guys said that my meal prep videos have been really helpful with coming up with ideas and all that kind of stuff. So yesterday I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna film another meal prep video. That's what I did yesterday. I took you guys to the grocery store, started getting ingredients for the meal prep, and then one thing led to the next, and we ended up rescuing a puppy yesterday, a beautiful baby girl. We named her Harper, and I will share all information about her at the end of the video if you kind of want to hear about why we adopted her and how it even came up and all that. Then I'm going to save that for the end, and I'm putting that in this video just because it all happened like together, like all at once. Like 1 minute I'm grocery shopping, the next minute I'm rescuing a dog. You can see I had quite the eventful Sunday, and we're just over the moon. Like our family is growing and we're just so excited. But for today's video, I am going to be showing you guys a vegan meal prep. So in today's video, it's going to be different than my last vegan meal prep video. My last one, I meal prepped everything, put it in jars, and then that's what we were having each day. This one is more of an ingredient prep, so prepping ingredients. That way I can make a salad for the next 2 days or something like that. You know what I mean? Like instead of cooking a ton of food and then having to worry about reheating it and all of that, this is more prepping ingredients, getting your snacks together, you know, planning out what snacks you're gonna have, planning out what dinners and lunches and all that kind of stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and let's get started.
Okay, so this week for breakfast, I'm just going to be having the same thing every day, which is a protein smoothie. So a protein smoothie, I don't really like to prep the night before. The reason why I'm including it in this video is just to show you guys the ingredients I'll be using. That way we don't leave breakfast out, but I do make this the day of. So the first thing is I go in with fruit and then cacao powder to give it a nice chocolatey taste. And then I'm going in with crunchy peanut butter, which is delicious. Definitely start adding that to your shake. It is so good. And of course you lick a little with your finger. And then I'm going in with a plant-based protein and then plant-based protein milk. And this milk is great because it has 8 grams of protein. And this is what I have every single day after my morning workout. So the big takeaway here is even though I didn't prep this the night before, I am planning the night before. So I know what I'm going to be having for breakfast each day. And that way it's easier to stick to eating healthy when you know what you're going to be having. Yay! Lunchtime, one of my favorite recipes we're going to be making is tabbouleh salad. There are many ways to make a tabbouleh salad, but this one is vegan and gluten-free. So the first thing we're going to be doing is cooking our quinoa. I'm using 1 cup of quinoa and then 2 cups of water. And the great thing about quinoa is it's a protein source for a vegan or vegetarian diet, or even if you're not on either one of those diets, it's still a great way to get added protein from a grain. I'm just going to be bringing this to a boil. Then once it comes to a boil, just cover with a lid for 10 minutes on low heat. Okay, so while the quinoa is cooking, we're going to be cutting up our herbs, and I will be using parsley like you see here, and then we are going to be cutting up some basil. This salad is beyond fresh. All the flavors mixed together are seriously so delicious. You will be obsessed with tabbouleh salad. And then you just want to add your cooked quinoa to a mixing bowl. So I found this recipe from the YouTube channel Clean and Delicious. I changed up a few things just so that I can make this one vegan, but I will leave that recipe down below. But the love started when I was at a vegan restaurant. This was one of the things that I ordered. I'd never had it before, and then I went on YouTube and I was like, oh my gosh, I have to find a recipe how to make this. And that one was one of the easiest ones that I found. So definitely check that out. And one thing I found with making a tabbouleh salad is this is actually one of the most important parts, and that is making sure your quinoa is fresh and hot after cooking it and then adding in the herbs. That way all of the flavors sort of explode and marry together, and that's when you start to smell it too. My boyfriend was upstairs working and he was like, wait, what smells so good? So now I'm going in with a cup of chickpeas, and this is another way to get in some protein along with the quinoa. Now I'm going in with 1 tomato and about 1/3 of an onion, and then you just want to mix everything together. So like I said before, the salad is so fresh, it's going to make you glow from the inside out. We're using all real ingredients. And last but not least, I'm going in with 1 yellow pepper to give it that crunch. So the salad is done. How easy was that? And now we're going to be making the lemon vinaigrette. So in the YouTube video, she had this cool tool to get like the lemon juice out, but I just had to squeeze it my own way because I didn't have that cool tool. Anyway, so if you have a cool tool to get lemon juice, definitely do that. Then I'm going in with some olive oil, 1 clove of garlic, and then salt and pepper, and then you just want to whisk that away, and then you're going to be pouring that all over your tabbouleh salad. And like I said before, this is just a glowing salad. It is so clean, like hashtag clean eating goals. So feel free to eat this alone in a bowl or as a side. However, I'm going to be showing you how I'll be eating it this week. So after fixing a bowl, I'm going to be adding in some avocados, and then I'm going to go over that with a little bit of nutritional yeast, which is absolutely delicious. And for dinner, I am making my next current favorite food, which is Buddha bowls. Super easy and super delicious. Okay, so first we're going to be cooking the brown rice. You're going to be making it the exact same way as we did with the quinoa. 1 cup of brown rice, 2 cups of water, bring it to a boil, and then after it's boiling, just cook on low with a covered lid. Okay, so the cool thing about Buddha bowls is some parts are going to be raw and then other parts are going to be cooked. So you can pick whatever veggies you want to throw in the oven and cook. I'm doing onions, sweet potatoes, and Brussels sprouts, and I'm just adding some pink Himalayan salt as well as pepper. Then while the rice is cooking, you just want to throw them in the oven. So now I'm going in with my raw, kind of my base part. I always start with lettuce. Although there are so many different ways you can make a Buddha bowl, I always start with lettuce. That way I get in my greens. So here are all my ingredients. So now we're going to go in with that brown rice that we cooked earlier. How much of it you want to be carbs versus protein, plant, and all that is going to be up to you. For me, I like 1/4 of the bowl to be carbs, so that's what I'm doing here. And I'm gonna go in with the cooked veggies. So the Brussels sprouts, the onions, the sweet potatoes, all that good stuff. I put everything in mason jars. That way, tomorrow when I wanna make a Buddha bowl, it's super easy. So this is kind of what I was talking about as far as ingredient prepping goes. And then you want to go in with your protein. So for me, that is beans. I have some mixed beans here. I have black beans, I have chickpeas. And last but not least, the raw veggies. So I'm doing cauliflower and I'm doing broccoli. By the way, some of these I do like to switch up. Sometimes I will put the broccoli in the oven and the cauliflower, and I will eat the Brussels sprouts raw. So it's all kind of mix and match, and it's kind of fun to do. And I'm also going in with some microgreens on top. For your toppings, you can go in with whatever you would like. I'm loving soy sauce and sriracha at the moment, but I do love like spicy, as well as nutritional yeast. I added that in there as well. And there you have it, a nice easy dinner after a long day. So here is everything together, including my snacks that I'm going to be having this week. So I do have some avocados, and that's great to have slices of avocados, or if you want to add them on top of something else. And then I always have hummus and baby carrots. That is one of my all-time favorite hummuses that I get. Hummuses? Is that even a word? It's my favorite hummus that I get at Trader Joe's. It's the chunky olive. Then we have our tabbouleh salad, as well as our brown rice. We have some bananas, which are one of my favorite snacks on the go, or to dip in peanut butter. And then we have all of our ingredients for Buddha bowls, as well as other snacks, so a Cliff Bar, and then raw almonds. Now just like a little story time and all about Harper and her adoption story and all of that. So basically there is this one adoption group that happens outside of Whole Foods every Sunday, and me and Jared have gone before, and I've actually Snapchatted it and Instagram storied it. There was another dog that we were interested in getting, but once we introduced him and Wyatt, it didn't seem to be a good fit at all, so we never ended up going through with it. And then we kind of stopped going to
to the adoption, we stopped thinking about it and all of that. But yesterday we pulled into Whole Foods and we saw this adorable little puppy with this cone on her head, and we were like, oh my god, let's just go see her. Like, she looks so cute. She is 1 year old and they found her abandoned, just alone. And so she was at the kill shelter a couple days ago, and yesterday was her first day to be adopted. So basically what they told us about the kill shelters is that there are so many dogs that need to be adopted and just not enough room at shelters, and unfortunately that is the place that they go to, which just is awful. And Harper is like literally, and I'm not just saying this because she's my dog now, but she's literally like the cutest, sweetest dog. Like, she has the best personality. She doesn't bite, she doesn't growl, like she's so friendly. Like, we've already taken her on like a million walks, and as soon as she sees dogs or people, she goes up to them and she's so friendly and she's so sweet. And to just think that if we didn't rescue her, or if somebody else didn't rescue her, that she was just gonna be at the kill shelter to be killed, and that's just horrible. She deserved better than that. She deserved a life and to live, and she's only 1 year old. We adopted her. They did do an eye surgery on her, so that is why she has a red eye, but we are giving her drops and medications, and then other than that, she's up to date on all of her vaccines and all of that stuff, so she seems to be in really good health. However, we are taking her to the vet tonight just to make sure. I've noticed that like she doesn't like to pick up bones and she doesn't like to eat hard food, so I want them to check her teeth just like her mom. Like, I'm like so into teeth and like going to the dentist all the time. I want her to get her teeth checked out just because I noticed that she doesn't really like to pick up hard things. And so many of you guys ask me, how is she getting along with Wyatt? So at this point, she's trying to be his friend. She keeps like poking at him, and like we'll like throw a toy and she'll run to him or to the toy, and like she'll try to like get him to play with her, and he's not having any of it. He kind of just like hides, or like we'll go sit in the corner and just stare at her like and actually both of them are on a walk right now with their dad, so he's kind of used to having like a little buddy with him, and I think he's gonna like it. Like, you know, dogs are pack animals, so I think he's gonna be like, well, like she's part of my pack, like she's got my back. She's already made herself comfortable here. This morning she kissed me on the lips, and I was like, oh my god, me and Jared like melted. I was like, did you get it on camera? And he was like, no, but I hope she kisses me on the lips next. Like, it's just like every moment is just so exciting, and just seeing her make herself at home and realize like, this is my home now, like this is my happy ending, this is my forever home. So yeah, that's a little bit about Harper's story. You'll definitely be seeing her on social media in more videos and all that, and I will keep you guys updated with her health and how she's doing. So I love you guys so much. Thank you for listening to the story, and yeah, if you have the opportunity to rescue a dog, just know that it is such an amazing thing that you can do, and you are literally saving lives by doing it. So yeah, I love you guys so much. Have an awesome day, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.